good vibes. I don't want no negative vibes around me. I'm not dealing with no negative vibes from this day forward, man. I don't want no negative vibes around me. I'm straight. I don't want that energy around me.
MoneyBagg Yo was out here living his best life with his girl Ari Fletcher until the whole world found out she was allegedly creeping with Lil Baby behind his back. What looked like a perfect power couple situation quickly turned into one of the messiest love triangles the internet has seen in a minute. For anyone who somehow missed it, MoneyBagg Yo is one of Memphis's hottest rappers, known for his street anthems and flashy lifestyle. Ari Fletcher, whose real name is Ariana Fletcher, is a Chicago-born social media influencer and entrepreneur with millions of followers and a successful business empire of her own. The two had been together since 2019, putting their relationship all over social media. MoneyBagg spoiled Ari with Lamborghinis, Birkin bags, and non-stop luxury while she continued building her brand. From the outside, they looked unstoppable, but behind all the Instagram posts and public affection, things weren't as solid as they appeared. Rumors have been floating around for a while about Ari dealing with other men, but nobody had real proof until recently, when everything blew up in the most public way possible. What made it even crazier was how long this was allegedly going on. Either MoneyBagg had no idea, or he knew and chose to look the other way while doing his own thing. It's also worth noting that Ari isn't just some random influencer. She has her own money, her own businesses, and her own fan base, which likely gave her more freedom to move however she wanted without worrying about financial fallout. To understand how it all unraveled, you have to go back to when the rumors first started gaining traction. A blogger known as Woo Lady stepped in and spilled major tea. According to her, Ari Fletcher and another influencer, Tatiana Chanel, were allegedly beefing over Lil Baby. Tatiana, who's known as Boston Richie's girlfriend and infamous for their toxic relationship, was supposedly also involved with Lil Baby, which only added fuel to the fire. Woo Lady broke everything down using code names, calling Ari Lip Gloss, Jayda Lashes, and Tatiana Voodoo. According to her, Lip Gloss and Voodoo were literally fighting over Lashes' baby daddy, turning an already messy situation into full-blown chaos.
Lip Gloss and Voodoo Dog fighting for Lashes. Lip Gloss cuss Lashes because she found out Voodoo Dog is on that dick too.
She said the whole situation was so obvious you could have spotted it from Times Square like. It was right there in front of everyone. According to Woo Lady, this wasn't some secret relationship being kept on the low. It was bold, in-your-face disrespect, with multiple people fully aware of what was going on. She explained that when they were in Times Square, the signs were clear as day, meaning anyone who was paying attention could see exactly what was happening.
And it's on, like, you could see it in New York, like in Times Square. Like, it's like 3D, it's like right there. Like, everyone can see the bullshit. Like, it's right there for you. Yes. So when we went to Times Square and we seen it, we said no! We said no!
This is when people really started connecting the dots about why Ari and Jayda's friendship fell apart. At one point, the two were inseparable, posting together, supporting each other's businesses, commenting under each other's photos, and showing up to events like real friends. Then, out of nowhere, Jayda started acting distant toward Ari, and nobody could figure out WHY at the time. People assumed it was jealousy. Ari was living large, getting showered with expensive gifts from MoneyBagg Yo, and flexing a luxury lifestyle, while her relationship stayed front and center on social media. But now, the real reason Jayda pulled away has come to light. She allegedly found out that someone she considered a close friend was messing around with her baby daddy behind her back. Everything officially shifted when Jayda Wyatt decided she wasn't staying silent anymore. During a TikTok live, someone in the comments asked her directly about the rumors involving Ari and Lil Baby. Instead of brushing it off or dodging the question, Jayda confirmed it without hesitation. She had been casually talking about her skincare routine, mentioning how she used spironolactone before starting a kitten when the comment popped up, and she made it clear the rumors were true.
Them rumors are true. No shade. That's been going on. That's been a thing. But I don't want to talk about that. Like, literally, let's not talk about that.
The way Jayda said it was so casual, like she was confirming something everyone already knew. There were no emotions, no anger, no attempt to stir up drama. She was simply stating facts. And that calm delivery hit harder than anything else, because it made it clear this wasn't new information to her. She'd known about the situation for a long time. When people in the comments pointed out that she didn't even hesitate or stutter, Jayda doubled down. She said, "Ben." That one word told the entire story. This wasn't a recent fling or a new rumor. This was something that had been going on for months, maybe even years. That confirmation sent shockwaves through social media. Lil Baby's baby mama, someone who would absolutely know, was openly confirming that her child's father had been dealing with MoneyBagg Yo's girlfriend. At that point, it stopped being gossip and speculation. This was first-hand confirmation, and the streets went crazy. Suddenly, a lot of past moments started to make sense. People remember when Ari and Jayda appeared on Impact ATL together, and noticed the obvious tension between them. Viewers could tell something was off. Jayda seemed distant and cold, while Ari looked confused, trying to figure out why the energy had shifted. Now we know why. Jayda already knew what was happening behind the scenes during that show. Watching it back, the awkwardness is hard to miss. Ari kept searching for answers, but Jayda wasn't saying much. She was probably sitting there thinking about how someone she considered a friend was playing her face while secretly dealing with her baby daddy. The fact that Jayda kept this to herself for so long says a lot. She could have exposed everything earlier, but instead, she chose to quietly remove herself from the friendship and handle the situation with some level of maturity. It wasn't until the rumors started spreading publicly that she felt forced to confirm what she had already known. Ari Fletcher has been with MoneyBagg Yo since 2019. Which means if Jayda is telling the truth, this situation wasn't a one-time slip. That would mean Ari had been creeping and cheating for years. And what makes it even crazier is that this isn't the first time Ari has been caught up in cheating allegations. People might remember when Cardi B publicly accused Ari of allegedly messing with Offset while he was still married to her. According to Cardi, Ari was one of Offset's side pieces during their marriage. That situation was messy on its own, with Cardi finding out about multiple women her husband had been dealing with in Ari's name was allegedly one of the ones in the MIXSO. This pattern of behavior isn't exactly new. It seems like Ari has a history of getting involved with men who are already in committed relationships, especially rappers. That Offset situation showed she was willing to deal with a married man, so getting tangled up in another scandalous time while she's in a relationship herself doesn't come as a huge shock to some people. What really surprised everyone, though, was how Ari reacted once the news broke. Most people would immediately jump into damage control, posting long explanations, denying everything or trying to clear their name. Ari did none of that. She appeared completely unbothered by the fact that the internet was accusing her of cheating on MoneyBagg Yo. Social media was on fire, waiting for her to respond or explain herself, but she just kept posting like nothing was happening. Workout videos, business promotions, lifestyle content business, as usual. It was as if one of the biggest relationship scandals of the year was unfolding in real time. That calm, unbothered energy made a lot of people start thinking this might have been calculated. The way Ari moved suggested she wasn't surprised the truth came out, and maybe, just maybe, she wanted it to. Maybe Ari was tired of always being the one embarrassed and decided it was time for MoneyBagg Yo to feel that same humiliation. Because let's be real, MoneyBagg hasn't exactly been known for being faithful either. Over the years, he's been exposed multiple times for allegedly cheating on Ari. There was a situation with a woman from his hometown who came forward with receipts showing they had been talking while he was still with Ari. She shared screenshots of their conversations, photos of them together, and even proof that he was sending her money. Then there was another woman who posted messages where MoneyBagg was telling her how much he missed her and making plans to link U-Paul, while supposedly committed to Ari. On top of that, an Atlanta stripper once claimed she had been dealing with MoneyBagg for months. She came with photos, videos, and plenty of evidence to back up her story. Every time something like this surfaced, Ari was the one left looking foolish, while MoneyBagg brushed it off like it was no big deal. Whenever he got caught, Ari would post cryptic messages about loyalty and disrespect, clearly hurt and embarrassed. Her followers would flood her comments telling her to leave him, but she always defended him and acted like everything was fine. And without fail, the cycle would repeat. MoneyBagg would get exposed. Ari would be upset and post subliminals. Then, a few days later, they'd be back on social media together like nothing happened. He'd buy her an expensive gift, take her on a trip, and everything would go back to normal. But there's only so much embarrassment a person can take before they decide to return the same energy. So it's possible this whole situation with Lil Baby was Ari's way of getting even her own form of revenge after years of being played. If your man had been cheating on you publicly, embarrassing you in front of millions of followers, wouldn't you want to get some revenge? And what better way to hit a rapper's ego than by messing around with another top-tier rapper, especially someone like Lil Baby, who's arguably more successful and definitely rolling in more money. Lil Baby had been one of the hottest names in the game for years. His albums go platinum, his tours sell out, and his streaming numbers are insane. So for Ari to allegedly be involved with him while still with MoneyBagg, it's basically an upgrade in every way possible. The streets have been saying Lil Baby's trick bill is legendary. Dude's known for spending big on women buying cars, taking them on luxury trips, and providing a lifestyle most can only dream of if he was taking care of Ari financially while she was still with MoneyBagg. That's the ultimate disrespect. Not only is she allegedly cheating, but she's getting better treatment from the side guy than from her actual man. That's the kind of hit that would bruise anyone's pride, especially someone like MoneyBagg, who prides himself on spoiling his woman. Now, it looks like another man is outperforming him. The timing of all this also suggests that Ari may have been ready for the relationship to end anyway. Instead of quietly breaking things off, she let it play out, publicly making MoneyBagg the one looking foolish for once. After years of him embarrassing her with his cheating, she finally got her revenge. When the news first broke, everyone was watching to see how MoneyBagg would respond. Would he go off on social media? Deny it? Drag Lil Baby into the drama? Try to win Ari back? The anticipation was intense, because people were eager to see him finally be on the receiving end of public humiliation. But MoneyBagg's actual response said a lot. Instead of addressing the allegations, he posted an Instagram story flexing $500,000 in cash, ignoring the drama and showing that he was moving in his own lane. It was just stacks and stacks of money spread out on what looked like a bed or a table, with bands around each stack to show it was real cash. No caption, no explanation about the situation, just the money speaking for itself. On the surface, it looked like MoneyBagg was unbothered, showing that he was still winning despite everything going on in his personal life. But let's be real, that kind of response usually signals the opposite of what it's trying to show. When someone gets exposed like that, and their first reaction is to flex money, it usually means they're hurt and trying to cover it up. MoneyBagg was probably feeling embarrassed, disrespected, and played but in the rap game, showing that kind of vulnerability can damage your reputation and credibility. Think about it from his perspective. Your girl has allegedly been creeping with another rapper for years. His baby mama confirms it to the entire world. Now everyone is looking at him like he didn't even know what was happening in his own relationship. That level of public humiliation messes with anyone's head, especially someone in the spotlight like MoneyBagg. The money flex was his way of saying, I'm still good. I'm still getting money. I don't need her. But anyone who's been through relationship drama knows that when you really don't care, you don't need to prove it. The fact that he felt the need to post all that cash shows it definitely got to him. What makes this situation even messier is that MoneyBagg and Lil Baby move in the same circles. They're both successful rappers, likely share mutual friends, and have attended the same events. This isn't just about a relationship ending, it's about respect, both in the streets and in the industry. In hip-hop culture, having another man take your woman is one of the ultimate disrespects. It's not just about losing a relationship. It's about looking weak and losing credibility among your peers. Other rappers are probably now wondering, did MoneyBagg really not know, or did he just let it happen?